Okay, Tuesday morning at Tim Hortons for donuts. Postpone the Rundle hike for a day to let the weather clear. Alright, disaster struck. We thought we were getting here early, or we thought we were going to get to Lake Moraine early to film our big scene of the finding of the jewels for our movie, but the road's closed, parking lot's full, and the shuttle to take people up there is $30 per person, so that ruined all of our filming plans. So we're now at Lake Louise, and we're gonna try to shoot it here. The only reason we got a parking place here is because there are several giant parking lots. There are people everywhere.
She's gone.
It's crazy.
Did you find it quite disorientating?
Yeah, because
The stuffed dreams are made of! I'm speechless.
C'était vert autour.
Le vert du ciel et le blanc de la neige.
Ça peut comme ça. Quoi? On voit pas, c'est pas quoi.
Okay, after several tries to get up the closed road to get to Moraine Lake, they finally let us through. It wasn't easy. We got flagged by one guy. The guy that told us that it was closed and we have to try back later when we got there this morning. And today he flagged us by and he said by the time you get back, it'll be closed. And it looked like they were kind of maybe letting 1 or 2 people in. Because there were cars coming out. But we were coming from the wrong direction. Had to go up the hill and back down. So we did that. And just stopped and talked to a guy and he said, the road's closed to everybody but you. And then he pulled the cones away and let us through. So, we're here. So to clear up that story a little bit, there was a grumpy guy that wouldn't let us in and a nice guy that did. So I guess it all depends on who you talk to. And another side note, it helped to have Andrea asking questions out the window and not me when I'm driving. Alright.
You want up here? You want up here? Get your heels up there first. Yeah, get your heels on top of the map. A little bit farther. This way. Just move it. Alright, so you take the truck
Alright.
down and go see what Alberta's doing? Yeah, we gotta go see what Alberta's doing. He's all by himself.
Oui, oui.
This is hurting my butt. Awesome!
It does look blue from here.
Some character.
You look great in the hat. I can't figure out who it is.
I was just saying that exact same thing.
Yeah.
She looks like someone.
I don't know who it is, but you look great. Nobody's talking because they're all eating. We went all day without any food. Waiting to get into Cow's ice cream. Got the stopwatch running. We've been standing outside for close to 4 minutes. We're going to see how long the total wait is. 23 minutes and 20 seconds in line. All right, I've got 7:09. I'm sure it'll be another minute before we start. We are on our hike to the top of Mount Rundle. And this is not actually the high point, it's farther up than that. Here's today's hiking team: Eric Kenney, Randy Pitson, Phil Kenney, Amy Zero, Matt Elliott, and Andrea Elliott. Oh, and pulling up the rear is Tom Kenney. And we need to note that it has been hazy all week due to forest fires in the area. So we're not expecting great visibility. Okay, about 25 minutes in, we took a break to do some wardrobe changes, strip off a layer. Everybody's starting to get hot, even though the temperature might still be in the 40s. Okay, we're 2 hours in, almost at the top of the switchback section. And this is Sulphur Mountain and the gondola across the valley. Okay, still not quite through the switchbacks, but this is, again, across the way, Sulphur Mountain. I don't know how much you can see in the distance through the haze, but down there is behind the dead tree, is the Fairmont Springs Hotel and Bow Falls over here. So that's pretty much where we started. So we're making progress. All right, just less than 3 hours in, we've reached the gully. There's kind of a sign on this tree so that we can catch it on the way back. And there are yellow marks across the way where we're aiming at right now. Okay, Amy says it's peanut butter and jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
You look a little chilly.
Freezing, but the second you start moving, you start sweating.
Yep. So I didn't put a layer on again.
Hello.
Boy, this is steep. Well, it's noon and we're just barely, maybe, getting to the tree line. Quite a drop off right here. And I don't know if it's haze or the smoke from the forest fires, but the visibility's gone down. Alright, here's the gully that we crossed back there a ways. Somewhere down near the end of it. And we just came up through all these trees. That was a long haul. And still a lot to go. Okay, we're above the tree line, doing an assessment here. I think we're going to have a couple turn back. Matt's down here a little ways. I think Andrea's going to head back, and probably the rest of us continue for now. We're still below the Dragon's Back, but the summit is still a long way off and a huge elevation gain. Okay, Andrea's starting down, and we're going to start up, the rest of us. I'm not sure I'm going to make it to the top, but some of us are. It's pushing 1 o'clock. We got an awful long way to go. So that's why I'm debating not going, because it's way the heck up there yet. But I'll at least make the top of the Dragon's Back. Okay, working our way onto the Dragon's Back. Drop off over here. Big drop off over here. But it's still pretty wide.
For now.
Okay, we might wait for a few people to descend. That's a fall. I think Amy might be in the narrowest part. I almost tripped and fell. Yeah, really at one point here, the path is not much wider than a shortened pole. Alright, I'm putting away the poles because they're telling me it's a lot of hands on the rocks. Here's one side of the Dragon's Back. There's a little bit of craziness to this. Man, it is getting late. There's still quite a ways to go. The girls are calling it. They're going to sit out of the wind I'm going up farther, but I've kind of decided I won't make the summit. Just worried about having the strength to come back down. These two will probably push for the summit, and I'm going to stop up there somewhere and then come back, pick these guys up and descend. Let the guys come back on their own. Alright, this slab right here is fairly visible from down over lower a little bit, so I'm officially calling this my stopping point. I'm pulling out. And I think these guys are going to keep heading up. It doesn't look very far, but I'm using a little bit of wisdom and discretion, because I do have to go all the way back down. Calling this the top of the dragon's back. And I'm done. Can't hold still.
Well, we're not quite to the summit yet, but we've climbed up a heck of a lot of boulders, and we're getting pretty tired.
Unstable ground everywhere.
But we're getting close. Well, we made it. We're gonna call this the summit, and I think that's accurate, because check this out. Whoa! Sorry for the shaky camera work. It's a little nerve-wracking up here. Okay, I think it's like 4 o'clock. Summit Team Kenney starting our descent over and out.
Bits of encouragement.
Oh, I'm sliding. A little tough to get your footing up here.
Every rock was like that.
I think this is the flat rock slab.
Slab.
What time is it?
It's up 4:30.
So
About a half hour.
half-hour descent.
About 45 minutes
down our descent. And this looks like the spot where Amy and Randy left off. Well, if that's the dragon's back, does that make this the dragon's head? 2 hours later.
So for Amy and I, who are pulling up the rear here, that took us 12 hours and 45 minutes. Woo! Glad that's over. All right, loading up, we're done. We're right in front of the van. I don't know how well you can see it.
13 hours.
Couple of large animals.